morning, class 8. Myself, Ranjit Kumar. I welcome you all in the e-learning program of Modern English School, Kuntinagar, Nawada. This is the first video of the chapter Crop Production and Management. So, before directly jumping into the chapter, just I will explain you the term crop production and management. Means crop. What do you mean by crop? Same kind of plants grown on a large scale at a particular place is called crops, and production means to produce, to cultivate. So crop production and management means the work is not done only by the production of crop. You have to protect the crop from the insect, from the pest, and at the same time you have to properly store it. So these all things after production, it has to be properly stored and distributed to the large population. This all together is called crop production and management. Production means to cultivation, for growing the crops. After growing the crops, work is still not done. You have to store it so that crop lasts for long and it can easily be distributed to the large population. So all these three means regular production, proper management, and distribution. Means proper management means proper storage of the crops, and its distribution is together called crop management. Means crop production and management. So as one thing I must tell you that it's this is the special case that we are now going online class, and I will suggest you to read your book line by line, and if you have any doubt or any problem, you can ask from me, okay, anytime. So as the book says, the two characters, that Paheli and the Bujho, both are where they went to their uncle's house, and where they saw that khurpi, sickle, plow. So these all three are the means these things what he has they saw at their uncle's house. That was the implements, the equipment that is used for the cultivation of the crops. So before going into that, explaining the things, I must tell you one thing. History. What is the history? In around 10,000 BCE, before 10,000 BCE, the peoples were nomadic. Nomadic means they used to wander from one place to another, means in search of food. So they were not stabilized, means they do not stay at one place. They were nomadic. They used to find their food, they used to search, they hunt the animals, and they used to find the fruits that they find in the forest, or they used to search their food. But later they start growing wheat, rice, and different vegetables. So these practices, this growth or this production of rice, wheat, and different vegetables give rise to agriculture. So directly to the term crop. What do you mean by crop? Crop, same kind of plants grown on large scale at a place is called crop. Means if you see a wheat field, you will see only single type of plant in that whole field. So wheat crop includes the plants of the wheat only. So same kind of plants grown on a large scale at a place or a particular place is called crops. So crops are of different types. So different type of crops. Different type of crops include cereals, vegetables, pulses, etc. So different type of crops, we know that cereals, we grow cereals, we grow vegetables, we grow pulses. So these all are different type of crops. As we know, India is a vast country. India is a vast country, and it different regions in India have different rainfall, different temperature, different humidity. Means what I mean to say, that due to different climatic condition throughout the India, different types of crops are grown in different part of the India. But still, due to these differences in the climatic condition and different variety of crops in different part of the India, still there is some particular pattern according to which the crops are grown. So on the basis of those pattern, crops are of two type. Means on the basis of the plantation time or sowing time, crops are of two type. So on the basis of sowing time, crops are of two types. One is Kharif crop. What do you mean by Kharif crop? Crops that are sown during rainy season are called Kharif crops. Means the crops that are sown during rainy seasons are Kharif crop. It is June to September. Example: rice, maize, groundnut, cotton, etc. So these are the example of the Kharif crop, the crops that are grown during rainy seasons are called Kharif crop, and the timing is around June to September. Next is Rabi crops. Crops that are grown during winter season are called Rabi crops. Crops that are grown during winter seasons are called Rabi crops. That is October to March. Example: wheat, gram, pea, etc. These are called Rabi crops. Okay, so during cultivation or during growing new plants, farmer has to do several works. They have to prepare the soil, they have to sow the seed into the soil, they have to add manure and fertilizer into the soil to increase its fertility, they have to provide water at regular interval, that is called irrigation. They also have to protect the plant from the weeds. What is weeds? Unwanted plant that grow along with the main crop is called weeds. They have to harvest the crop after the crops get matured. They have to harvest the crop, and lastly they have to properly store it. So all these activities, preparation of soil, sowing, irrigation, adding manure, fertilizer, all these things, these activities, these tasks are called agricultural practices. What is agricultural practices? Several activities or the task done by the farmer over a period of time for cultivation of crops are called agricultural practices. So these agricultural practices include what? It include preparation of soil. Next is sowing, means sowing of the seed. Third, adding fertilizers and manure. Fourth, irrigation. Fourth is irrigation. Fifth, protection from the weed. From weeds. Sixth, harvesting. And the seventh is storage. These are the activities that need to be performed by the farmers over a period of time. These are called agricultural practices, and it includes preparation of soil, sowing, adding fertilizer and manure, irrigation, protection from weed, harvesting and storage. So from this means till here we have seen. So we will see each and every activities or the practices in detail in coming video. So for today that's all. Read it, write it, note it down, and one more thing again I am saying, you must read your book word by word. Okay? Thank you.